AM 560, The Answer. Former Congressman Joe Walsh back on The Answer. I'm joined by a good friend of mine and one of my political heroes. He is Andrew Gasser. He sits on the McHenry County Board. He's also the Republican Party chairman of Algonquin Township in McHenry County. And I asked Andrew to join me today because a lot of people don't realize it, but we have some really important local elections coming up in April. Andrew, thanks for joining me.
Hey, Joe, thanks for the air, and I truly do appreciate it.
So a lot of people, Andrew, they get caught up in races for Congress and president and all this other stuff. But we've got a lot of important local races coming up next year, don't we?
Joe, we really do, and what I'm trying to explain to everybody I go in contact with is now is a time when we can really impact our property taxes. Coming up next week, we start filing for school boards and for park boards and for village boards, trustees. This all starts next week. As the 12th is the first day and the 19th is the last. And what people, I'm really trying to emphasize to people is that it doesn't take a ton of time to get on the ballot and start having an impact. And I want to encourage everybody who got so involved with the Trump campaign, and to everybody, too. I was a cruiser. A lot of people don't know that, but I voted for Ted Cruz in the primary. If you are upset that Ted Cruz isn't in it, then you need to get involved in this party right now and start sending that message. And this is how we build the party.
So everybody listening right now to me and Andrew Gasser from McHenry County, if you're thinking about running for one of these local races, as Andrew said, school board, village board, park board, you need to get on the ballot beginning December 12th, and I think you've got, as Andrew said, until December 19th. And, Andrew, it doesn't take a lot to get on a ballot, does it?
No, sir. Not at all. The packets, the petitions are all easily downloadable at the Illinois State Board of Elections. They have a candidates guide that you can download.
Right.
Joe, it's so simple. The statement of candidacy takes less than 2 minutes to fill out. It doesn't take a rocket economist to do it. To get the petitions, most offices take less than 50 signatures to actually get on the ballot, to have your name placed on the ballot. And I know that in Algonquin Township, we have a couple school boards. They're raising their levies 5% and 6% each. And we've got people who are going out there, but I want to encourage everybody. And Joe, we know that you're our leader, and you've encouraged so many of us to step up to the plate politically. And now is that time to do that. So it doesn't take a lot of time to go and get that, and there's a lot of people out there who are really willing to help if they want that help and direction. I know we've helped over 20 people already get on the ballot here locally for different races.
Great. That's great. That voice belongs to Andrew Gasser, one of our great local Republicans and conservatives. He sits on the McHenry County Board. He's also the Republican Party chairman in Algonquin Township in McHenry and McHenry County. And Andrew's right. Look, so much can be done in these local positions. And if you're thinking about running for school board, village board, park board, any of these local positions, look, we've got people, Walsh Freedom, Andrew's got people, we've got people who can knock on doors and make phone calls for you next year, next spring to help you win. But the key is to get on the ballot, and the deadline is December 19th. You can begin to download the form. It's easy to get on by December 12th. Andrew, tell my listeners, these local positions really have a great impact on a lot of on just a lot of average citizens, don't they?
Absolutely, Joe. It's downright frightening. When you look at your property tax bill, everybody always thinks that the general election is the big one, but it's actually these off-year elections, odd-year elections, have up to 90% of your property taxes are up for election. That means your school boards. And I'll just use my hometown of Fox River Grove. I have School District 3. That's 43% of my tax bill. District 155 is another 27% of my tax bill. And then the McHenry County College is the last 6.5%.
Wow.
So those three boards right there, that's almost math and public standards, but we're talking 65 to 70% of my property tax bill. So if I can help encourage people to get involved with that, and then you've got all these other little things that are up for elections, whether it be townships and stuff like that. And we've got a horrible problem, with patronage and nepotism that we've got to get over it. We've got to start realizing that a lot of these people who run for election, they haven't even had a challenge in over 20 years. They just run every 4 years and just keep going, and nothing's noticed. And it's the boiling frog. All of a sudden, the water's boiling, and we're being pushed out of our homes. We've got to do something about it.
Absolutely. Amen, brother. If you are thinking about running for a local office this upcoming April, you got to get on the ballot now. By the way, Barb at Walsh Freedom can help you. Give her an email, barb@walshfreedom.com. She can help you. We've got people who can knock on doors and make phone calls for you after Christmas. But you got to get on the ballot, December 12th to December 19th. Andrew, where would someone go to get what they need to get on the ballot?
It's at the Illinois State Board of Elections. If you Google 2017 Illinois Candidate Guide, that should have it pop up right there. And people can always reach out to me on Facebook or email me or call me. My number's out on there. I'm one of those few brave politicians who actually has it all public.
Absolutely.
So I'm more than willing to help people out.
Wonderful. Contact Andrew Gasser or contact Barb Babby. You know Barb Babby. Barb@walshfreedom.com. We can get you all the information. We have to make a difference locally. Andrew, my friend, thank you.
Joe, thank you so much for having me on the air and getting the word out. Together, we can actually make a difference here in Illinois. I genuinely and truly believe it.
You got it, my friend. Thanks.
Are you ready? Grow up. Be free. This is the Joe Walsh Show.